Well, I don't know about that aspect of it. It's very common, you know.
Yes.
And when you go on vacation,
Yeah.
whether it's in Japan or overseas, and when you come back, it's really common to bring a small gift
Yeah.
for
Everyone.
who? For your neighbors maybe, or the
Yeah.
people in your workplace, or would you do it for your teacher at school or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the limit? Where's the scope of this?
Well,
I don't know.
you can give as much as you can.
So-
I don't think people's gonna be like, no, thank you, I don't have your gifts, because it's nice to have, you know, a present.
What's been happening here at the shop is when people go overseas, for example, when Audrey went to Cambodia or Ishikawa-san went
Yeah.
to Taiwan, whatever, absolutely, the next time they're on a day at work, they bring back one of these little, you know, cookies or something like that. I didn't even know that you were going anywhere, so I was a bit surprised to see this morning. So, you know,
Yeah. It's like what I brought was like senbei, the rice cracker
okay.
from Nagoya.
He will tell you what, the normal routine, of course, is you would never open this yourself, of course.
No.
You bring it here, give it to me or the staff or whoever
Yeah.
you see first. But this is a bit of a special case. Can we break the rules here? Can we try this?
Yeah.
Can you open it yourself and show the people what you brought?
Okay.
Is there comment? Are people hearing what's going on? Are we? You have to watch the chat here because people are going to be
Yeah.
asking questions. You should be good at this, right? You're a young girl. You should be able to watch chat and type and talk all at the same time, right? Huh? You can. I know you don't have to type. You can type if you want, or you can just talk. People can hear you. There's a
Yeah.
microphone here.
Where was this saving that you have to do? Which type?
Don't worry. I'll take it. Okay, no problem.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
What have you done?
Okay.
Hey, okay.
Cameron offloaded his curls onto the new girl. What?
Offloaded his what? His responsibilities, his job, or you know.
Oh.
The other thing about these gifts, you know, it's one thing. Just throw it aside for now. Is it's usually customary to bring a gift that represents that place. Of course,
Yeah.
you just can't grab some random cookie. It's got to be something that represents the area.
Yeah.
So you did what? You went to the train station or something, or how did you choose this?
I went to shop like normal, how do you call it, supermarket or grocery shop. No, it's not grocery shop, but went there and they usually sell like Nagoya stuff. So
Did you ask around, or did you know what to do yourself? What to get
I
yourself?
do, because it's like there's a corner, like a bit of part of it saying Nagoya. So I was just looking around and which one is good, because if it's like packed everything in one pack, everyone can't
Yes.
pick
So.
it has to be separate plastic
So, I know this
packaging.
what she's trying to say is because she's bringing you here to Mocha Hong Kong, where there's like 10 different people, whatever she brings has to be eatable and choosable by 10 different people. If it was one cake, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll just head home.
Hey, cool. This is cool. I know we've broken the rules here. Rey-chan has been in Nagoya, so she brought omiyage.
Nice.
So.
This senbei. Real one.
How'd you break the rules then?
We opened it. She opened it.
Oh, she opened it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
opened it.
Rey-chan, this is not done. I
We
asked her to
cannot
do it to
forgive
show
you.
her, to explain what's going on. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
no,
you can-
Rey-chan, relax.
no.
It's okay. It's okay.
Unless you don't want to.
But continue, what you're telling me, because there's a bunch of people, you have to have something that's edible by a bunch of different
Yeah.
people, not just a cake. You know, if you're going to
Yeah.
somebody's house, you can take a cake and the lady will chop it up and
Yeah.
serve everybody. But because it's a shop,
You get a bunch of individually wrapped ones.
so the other factor too is how long it's going to last and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know Teiko-san, she's really careful about that because she knows that some people are here only once a week.
Right.
She always brings something that will last.
At least
Yeah.
And you've done that, right? This is dry goods, so it will survive. So there's probably a date on the
Yeah.
package, is there?
Pardon?
There's probably a date on the package.
Oh yeah.
What's
for how
the,
long it lasts.
it must be on the outside, sure?
No, it's because it's wrapped.
Ah,
so
okay,
it's
just
totally-
on that box, yeah, okay.
that box.
Now they can't see you.
Ooh.
Morning, everyone.
Maybe do a copy paste.
August.
Is there a date on it, Rey-chan?
Yes, August 16th.
Ah, so we're totally okay.
Yeah.
Where do I put those copy and paste?
Oh, they're just automatically
Oh,
saved.
okay.
Yeah, you don't need to do anything. I was just showing you that they save all of them.
Can I have one,
in the
please?
corner.
Yeah, of course.
Which one? You've only got
Would you
30
like to
varieties
open
to
it?
choose
Choose
from.
some, no, something, whatever. Show some. Pick them up and show us. This is part of the fun here.
I'll open it so you don't feel so awkward
Yeah.
about it.
Mm. Offer some to our friends over there, you know.
And then one more thing, I bought this one last time as well as,
Uh-huh.
it's this time because so that everyone knows that what I'm going to buy
Yeah.
next.
Hmm.
So if someone don't like it, I already know because I already bought one before and I heard it was really good. This
You mean
rice cracker.
bought one for us from Okahankan? Or
Yeah,
for you?
last time
soka,
I
soka,
went
soka.
to Nagoya
Mhm.
and I bought the same exactly
really?
the same
Really?
thing. Yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
I knew that people liked it because someone told me like it was really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe we were lying. Oh, it's so good.
Well, I believe it wasn't true, so
Yeah. You trust us.
yeah, I trust you. So yeah.
But yeah, which one would you like?
It's all noisy, isn't it? Here,
Yeah.
let's get it. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, it was you that brought these last time.
Mhm.
I remember seeing these, but I had no idea where they came from. That information didn't get to me.
Yeah.
Soka. There was a funny thing. These are, I don't know, savory senbei made from shoyu, soy sauce, but they've got sugar
Yeah.
sprinkled on the top. This was a kind of a strange.
Sweet.
Am I online?
Yeah, right
So-
in the middle of the camera.
This is a bit of a strange taste. Not strange in a
Bad way.
no. This is really not traditional stuff, is it? This is some kind of new take. Some companies trying to think of how can we make new interesting snacks.
Sugar.
I guess what? So based on
Fixes
the old soy
everything.
sauce stuff plus sugar. Yeah, so.
Sweet and salty.
Dave, no food on the block. No, it was drinks that we were warned against.
So. Well, no drinks when there's prints on the table.
when
That's
the
the
prints
thing.
on the
You'd knock
table,
over a coffee and spoil 500 prints in
Yeah.
1 second. You know, this is not going to hurt anything. So, what is it? Can we come? Here we go. Oops, there. So it's a typical senbei, a soy sauce cracker with, I don't know, sugar on the outside. No. Sorry about that. Excuse me.
It's a microwave cookie.
The not oily stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Not really.
I got senbei at my house and I just can't stop eating. I'm just like trying. No, Ray. No, you have dinner to come to eat. No, but it's impossible.
It's impossible to
Yeah.
stop.
It's better than crisps.
What?
Crisp potato chips. Oh my God, that's 100% fat. You know. So.
Yeah.
How would these be normally eaten at home? When would you eat something like this?
Oh, you mean the senbei?
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
By the handful.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, okay, you'd get a cup of tea or something, or
Yeah.
whatever drink, because these are dry, so you got to get a drink or something.
Yeah. I eat after like lunch, or after dinner, or before dinner when I'm hungry.
Or both.
Yeah, or both.
I mean, it seems to me in the traditional Japanese home situation, these are going to be on the low table, kotatsu. The
Yeah.
family is there, they're watching TV.
Yeah.
There's going to be a low plate with a bunch of rice crackers, right?
Yeah.
Sort of, it's one of those things that's sort of always there.
Mm-hmm.
There's never a time when a house wouldn't have rice crackers around. A guest comes in, you got to put some tea on the table, and bang, you can't put just tea. You've got to put something with it.
Yeah.
So am I wrong in this? I think this is one of the standard things that would always be in a Japanese home, ready for giving in front of
Yeah,
guests at
yeah.
any time. You know.
If Dave's not careful, he's going to be carrying around a grain of sugar rather than one of the
Oh,
foam
yeah, I wiped it off. It's
bubbles.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Again, if we were talking about prints, if I was printing at the moment, I could
Yeah.
not eat that senbei because my fingers now, they're going to be a bit oily from that.
Yeah.
You pick up your paper, you're dead. So if I was printing, no food, absolutely no food. The girls upstairs don't do this at all.
Mm-hmm.
They take a lunch break and they come back. But nobody nibbles senbei while you're making woodblock prints. Printing. But carving, who cares?
Could David carve something on crackers?
I think I'll stick to my skill set that I've got here. So.
I'll just leave right to it. Good luck. If you want to trade.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Cameron-san, don't run too much heavy internet stuff. We've only got like 600 MPS download today.
3 or 4 movies at a time.
So limit your movie watching to 3 at a time or something, please. We've got to do this every day, Dave. We've got to pop up. It's our chance to brag about our internet connection. There's a button. Can you scroll up and down there? There's one that's called speed. 2 fingers, scroll up and down. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's in
Oh,
this
this
one. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you
See
go.
the one called speed? Just pop it up. Just click the eye mark. Just for a minute. Just brag. Let those people get angry at you, and then when you've had enough, click it off out of the way. We've got about the fastest internet speed on the planet, I think, pretty much. Maybe some places in Korea might be faster. But for most of the viewers who are in Western countries, typically America, for example, they don't have access to that kind of internet speed. So it's okay. You can get rid of it. I just wanted to brag for a minute. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Someone says that's a future. Wait, Bento83 said that's a future Mokankan product line, carved crackers.
Well, not carved crackers, but we've talked about this before. We do have a plan for a mokohankan snack. You know, those are the people who've read our future plan. We've got a thing up on our blog somewhere that talks about the future mokohankan, and in there, and this is not really a joke. It's something we really want to do, but just simply it's not a priority. We have to do normal work first. We're thinking of making a baran cookie. Think about the idea, Rey-chan. We're coming in a couple of different sizes. One size, the deluxe one, would be actually the same size as the
Yeah.
baran itself. Then it would come in smaller, maybe a pack of 12 smaller ones or a pack of 24 bite-sized ones, whatever. And I don't have the recipe ready yet, but if you imagine a kind of, it could be, for example, a senbei type dry thing, or it could be perhaps a soft cookie. And maybe it was a chocolate thing in the middle that was brown. You know what a baran looks like, right? And maybe the snack thing was, maybe it was a dark colored rice cracker in the middle, or it might be a piece of chocolate itself or whatever. And there's some kind of covering on it that could be maybe a marzipan soft covering, whatever, with a little doop in the middle. And it looks like a baran shape.
Yeah.
And it's a baran cookie. And in a little plastic envelope, and we'd sell it. The big ones would be maybe 400 yen, and the little ones would be a pack of 12 for X hundred yen, whatever. And we can't cook them here ourselves, of course not. We would design and trademark and get it ready, and then have a snack making company.
Yeah.
That's probably what most of these places do, They hire it out to a commercial,
Yeah.
a baking company. So we intend very much to have the mokohankan, we're calling it at the moment baran cookies.
That's
And
exciting.
as soon as I get some sort of time to play with this, we're going to do some test recipes and do this.
That's exciting.
And we would, you know how this works. Sometimes those things become really viral, not viral in terms of internet viral, but viral in terms of popular viral. You know, when Krispy Kreme first came here, remember the lineups outside every shop,
Yeah, yeah.
And we think we would sell them online, and we would sell them in the shop here, and we think it could become a very, very, very popular product here in Mokohankan. And probably people are laughing, I don't care. It would be a great idea, and it's very much on our list of things to do. And it could really be a huge part of our business, actually, here in Asakusa. And people would buy it for exactly the same reason that you bought your stuff. When they come to Tokyo, they're going back to Nagoya to go home.
Ah, yeah.
They would stop by in Mokohankan and get some of those famous Tokyo
Yeah.
Meibutsu Mokohankan Baren cookie dough. And we're laughing, but it could be a stupendously big business.
Yeah. That would be really cool.
Are you good at baking, preparing recipes and stuff like that?
I wouldn't say I'm good at it, but I think, yeah, I'm fine. Butter and shoyu cookie.
Feed me some comments. If people are, I can't see the stream, so I have no
Yeah.
access to it anymore. So if there's stuff I should be hearing, or let me know what people are saying. Don't read the whole thing, but let me know the comments I should be answering or commenting on.
Oh, there's a Japanese carver that carves realistic wooden snack.
Pardon me?
There's actually a Japanese carver that carves realistic wooden snacks. What, wooden snacks? Does that mean snacks but wood?
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. You tell me. I mean, we have artificial food here, right? People making sushi and stuff, and fake restaurant food.
Yeah.
Is this something like that, but made out of wood instead of the usual wax or something? Fake wooden food. I don't know.
Local bakery makes some rabbit cookies, spiced cookie with chocolates covered ears. So good. Sounds really good.
Where's that? Local, but where are we talking about? Who knows? Somewhere in America? Or?
I don't know. Accidentally take a bite of a burr and
So-
then get back to carving those crackers.
So, So I have a Baron cookie on my desk. Got to be careful, right?
Yeah.
Don't bite the wrong thing. Yeah. Got the wrong cloth on my bench. I put the non-slip
okay.
cloth.
The foods are wood, but fake, I think. Yes, the foods are wood, fake. Does that mean?
I guess okay.
Oh, the person who wrote a local bakery is from Belgium,
Hey.
or maybe it's in Belgium.
Well, they're famous for like confectionery of many different types, chocolate and different stuff, you know. So of course.
This happy little Nita said, "I got my Patreon print today in the post. It's simple, yes beautiful. I couldn't stop looking at it."
Great, so that must be the one marked summer 2018, right? The one with the ladle on the water supply, I guess. Yeah. So good. Thank you very much. We were a bit late getting those out, but finally they're on the way. The share certificates too. You probably didn't see that dating yesterday. So they're done at last. Well, in fact, that's going to be one of the things we're going to put you to work this morning. Is you're going to be mailing those today. We've got postage stamps, packaging, the whole thing's all ready. Oh, in fact, we can show this too. Ooh. Take a break for a sec. Go over there to that table. See the red-colored file on the top there? Yeah, bring that back.
Oh wait, is this?
Obviously, sit down. We're going to be mailing. Where are the share certificates? Let's show them what it is. Sure, bring it over. I'll bring it on this side. Let me zoom out a bit. Getting sidetracked again. Those of you who were here yesterday's stream know that what I did yesterday, I signed all the current group of share certificates. I put the person's name on. This was the guy who got number 1. Should I show the name or whatever? Doesn't much matter. And Jacques wrote to me the other day, last night. He's the one who got number 16. He appreciated watching as I signed number 16 because his name is so long. He was happy that I was able to get his long name into the space and stuff like that. Then there's another person on the stream probably here this morning as well. He was number 6. So he asked me at first. It was kind of a joke. I thought he said, "Dave, please write an owl, draw an owl on this, you know." But I can't do that. I would just spoil it. So anyway, there's the first group of share certificates are done, and they're now going to be mailed. And in fact, that's going to be Rey-chan's job this afternoon. We have parties this morning. But pass me that folder. What we've done is we went to the post office, and I asked Shiba-san, she was on staff yesterday, we want some nice stamps for the packages. See what they've got in the post office. And she came back with, the post office does all kinds of commemorative stamps here. So what you're going to get, the people who get these share certificates, you're going to get a pair of these. This is Fuji and Daijin, the pair of classical screen paintings. You're not going to get 10 on your own package. You're going to get, I think it takes 3 stamps for everybody's package. So they're going to get, I think she had enough for everybody. You're going to get the Fujin, a Raijin, a random one from Ukiyo-e Stamps. So it's going to be a really, really cool little package for people to get as well. We can't promise this. We can't, but when she went to the post office yesterday, there they were. So cool. So that's going to be your job today, to put those on all the packages and get it ready. Go ahead, please.
Oh, I love these stamps.
But we do that on all the subscription prints that go out. Also use Japanese stamps. So actually, Ome does that by themselves. I don't control that. And they must have seen this when they were issued last week. So I'm sure Ome has bought a bunch of these. So a lot of subscription prints are also going out with that same stamp set, I think. So your job this morning is going to be licking and sticking. This afternoon. Yeah?
Quanta said, "I'm keeping the cat/all dream alive."
Keeping the, I'm sorry, what did he say?
Cat/all dream alive.
Cat. Do you really want me to try that? I don't know. It's up to you. We're not packing till later this afternoon. Take your life in your hands. This is the same person. He wants me to draw something on the share certificate. I can't do it. I just can't draw. Are you good at drawing? Like, could you draw a little owl I could copy or something like that?
Maybe if I try to see the internet.
No, it wouldn't make sense because it made sense while I was doing it live. So if I draw that little thing live,
Yeah.
it's stored on YouTube, and then he can have that, you know. But just to do it in the background wouldn't make any sense. You know? So no, I'm not going to spoil the thing. It's okay. There's stuff I can do, and there's stuff I can't do. If I was a little sketcher, or if I was Jed, you know, we could do that. But I don't want to spoil it.
What is commemorating?
Commemorating means 記念のために.
Oh, okay. So the happy little nighter says, "I'm surprised I didn't see any commemorating the royal wedding."
These are Japanese stamps. What? Like in Britain, I'm sure they published a postage stamp commemorating the wedding, right? Or maybe they're going to do that later.
Yeah.
So Japanese stamps, they commemorate Japanese events. They'll do one for the Olympics. There will be a stamp set commemorating the Olympics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why would there be one for the royal wedding?
Maybe they were talking about in Britain. It was very kawaii day. Kawaii.
I mean, Japan and Britain are friends, but I don't think Japan would publish postage stamps just because some Brit royal got married. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on the background here. I don't know.
That Steve said he means there weren't any special ones in England for the wedding. Okay.
There were or there weren't?
There weren't
Right.
any special ones.
Mm.
Okay. So this, going back to earlier,
Mm.
some ACDC, SD Cowboy said, "Have you been to the US before?" Is it me or you?
I think you're talking to you. Yeah, I think.
No. Well, I've been to, I don't know, Los Angeles when I was like 2 or 3, so I don't really remember.
You don't really remember. You don't remember.
No,
Just
I
say
don't
it.
remember. Well, I remember bits, but I couldn't speak English back then, so.
You were 2 and you remember it? No way.
Yeah, like bit by bit, like what happened and like.
When you were 2?
Yeah,
How long were you there for?
not much. Like I don't remember how long I was, but like I went to Universal Stadium.
When you were 2 and you remember this?
Or 3, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
remember.
I shouldn't complain. Maybe it wasn't so long ago for you, so maybe that's sort of still
Yeah.
fresh. The idea that I could remember something when I was 2 seems impossible. you
Yeah.
know?
Or maybe
Wow.
I was 4. I was in the pre-prep school, Yo-chan.
Okay.
So.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Munrams, and can Dave zoom back in on the curving?
Ah, I forgot. Soka. Yeah, good,
Oh,
good,
yeah.
good. Yeah, that's your job to keep the controller, because I
Yeah.
can't see the screen from where I sit. So
Mm-hmm.
I still can't see it now, so I don't know where it's zoomed into. So you tell me when. Is that about okay?
Yeah.
Because I can't see it anymore. All right. Thanks for the reminder.
Okay.
Don't just sit there reading. Share stuff.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah,
Talk
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Answer questions. Let me know what's happening. Be an active wingman here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to just sit and see your face there.
Yeah. My earliest memory is just after 2, I think.
Other
just
people?
before or after. Yeah. That Steve said. My earliest memory is just after 2. I don't think I remember. Yeah, no. My oldest one is not 2. So probably 3 or 4. Koringami said, "Now Dave has something to do at the izakaya this evening." Izakaya?
I do. What have I missed here?
I don't know.
I don't get that one. I'm sorry. I don't usually go too often to izakayas because they're usually too smoky. And today's a Thursday. I wouldn't be going on a Thursday. I'll go to an izakaya maybe Monday or Tuesday when they're so quiet and I can get away with not being too smoky. But I probably wouldn't go to one tonight.
Oh, they are talking about old drawings. Oh yeah, the Koringami's pasted link
Mhm.
Said here they practice drawing an owl.
An owl, okay, all right.
Yeah, I know.
I've got my skill set and whatever, I'm happy with it, so it's okay.
Owl practice.
Owl, owl.
They practices drawing owls.
If you'd have asked me about 30 years ago, because when I was first in Japan here, I taught English at home, before I could make a living making prints and stuff. And what I did was I didn't use English textbooks. I did my own curriculum. I built my own curriculum every week for our classes, because we didn't want to have kids sitting here reading textbooks and writing with pencils and stuff. And what I did was I used what's called the concept of guided conversation. Every week would be based on some sample conversation, which we would learn by rote and then practice and then vary. And for example, for little kiddies, the first conversation would be like I drew a little sketch of a counter and a kid with a McDonald's hat and then a customer. And it was like, hello, may I help you? Yes, I want a hamburger, please. I forget, do you want fries? No, thank you. Here you are, goodbye. Sort of a little simple baby conversation for the little elementary school kids to practice. So I had to draw these things. So when I tried the first one, it was just the kids were all like, what's that? I can't tell what that is, and stuff. But actually, over the period of 2 or 3 years while I was doing this, I got to the point where I could, draw a person with a happy face or a sad face or this or that or this or that. So it's all a question of practice,
Yeah.
I say I can't draw, but actually, when I was practicing, I could draw, so.
HB thingy, they want you to practice drawing at the bar. TV said, my earliest memory is when I was 4, I think, but I can't remember my dinner from yesterday.
So that's my situation.
Me too.
Well, I'm both. I can't remember either.
Some people are agreeing with it.
Welcome to the club. Right now, what time is it now? It's 9:30. Have I had breakfast yet? I'm not quite sure. I got to sort of feel myself and think, how hungry do I feel? No, I haven't had breakfast. I can't remember.
Corinne Gomez said, Dave's English lessons, stick men speak English. Stick men?
Well, they weren't stick
Speaking-
men. They were sketches. They're all in a drawer. I don't know, a drawer. I've got a pile of boxes. I did it for nearly 4 years, and every week, 3 different lessons for kids, for intermediate schools, and for adults. I created lesson plans for years based on a no text, no reading, writing, based on just images and verbal practice. It was a fabulous system. The kids talked so much in the classrooms. I just overdo everything I do. I always overdo it. Just nothing.
Yeah. Love Noda said, no one wants to just see your face. I disagree. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I guess. Dead Steve. Dave has a lot of piles of boxes.
I do. It's all too much. My kids are just, oh my God, what's going to happen when Dave is gone? They have to clean all this stuff up. So.
HB thing is said, what is a typical Dave breakfast?
But I alternate between 2 things. I have a little bag of granola there in the closet. And because we don't have an actual kitchen here, we don't have like regular kitchen supplies all the time, I just keep a bag of granola, but I don't have milk and stuff for it. Because, if I get a big thing of milk in the fridge and forget it for a week, it just goes smelly and stuff. So what I do is I have a bag of granola there. I have 2 different types. I have typed imported from overseas, and it's sort of too heavy. It's actually tastes like horse food, just oats and blah, blah, blah. And then I got a bag of Japanese stuff, which is too sweet and light. And either one is just a bit too much for me. So I mix half and half. I've got a little Tupperware thing. I fill it up with half the Western granola and half the Japanese granola, and mix them up. And then what I do is, because we have no milk here, I just pour a splash of coffee on it. I make coffee in the machine and take the top splash of coffee, splash it over the granola just to moisten it a bit, and that's my breakfast. I sit in the window watching the people walk by in Saksa, people running to work and stuff like that. Very light, just a few spoonfuls, not a big deep dish of this stuff. It's too heavy. So yeah, there you are. That's Dave's breakfast.
Joe Reese BT said, I'm still at the stage with my drawings where I think it looks pretty good while I'm doing it, but then when I come back later,
don't we all?
I
Of
notice
course,
the
of course,
entire
but
left side
that-
is shifted down or something.
That's me with
Yes.
woodblock printmaking. They're all cool when you just done it. It's wow. And then you come back, oh my God, what did
Yeah.
I do? You know.
I have to draw again.
Jed's life is like that. I think he's here in the stream. He was here earlier. His whole life is like that. You know. He
Just
goes through this. Oh my God, how could I have done something so bad? You know. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's really hard.
It's not a bug. That's a feature because it makes you always improve. You try again. You know.
Frozen Runner said, I wonder if Dave have been drinking more water.
Well, I'm following my instructions. I do drink steadily now all day long. In fact, my daughter was on the stream earlier here this morning. She might still be here. And yes, I'm drinking. I'm following instructions. Don't worry. Don't nag me. You know. Hi. I'm sure I don't drink as much as she does. She's one of these Canadians that walks around all day with like a 10-liter flask or something, you know, and just guzzles from it all day. You know. I don't do that much, but yeah, I'm drinking regularly, keeping my bladder moving.
Dave, you got soup supplies up on the 3rd floor.
Is somebody asking me something or telling me something?
I
Or
don't
what?
know. Koringami said you got soup supplies up on the 3rd floor. Smiley face.
Well, it's not necessary for me to keep food here because there's so much access to glorious food everywhere. There's a 24-hour supermarket down the street, and there's, you know, the convenience stores here have really, honestly, fabulous fresh food. There's no need for me to even think about running a kitchen here. You know.
Yeah.
I'm eating very, very healthy. I eat moderately. I eat healthy stuff. You know.
The cereal that you were talking about, Joe Race PT said that actually sounds quite nice, Dave, like a sort of hot cereal. Yeah, it's like porridge.
It is so,
Yeah.
but I don't pour that much, you know, hot fluid on it because it
Mhm.
goes too soggy. Just a splash of it, enough to make it moist, and it really is quite nice.
Mm.
Coffee granola.
Oh,
Right.
he was talking about sizing soup, the dosa.
Ah, I see. I didn't get it. Okay, my brain is not
Okay.
working very well this morning. Yes. Good. Yep. Touche. Sorry about that. I don't actually eat that, but that's okay. We all know that. So.
Isn't the dosa like sizing soup is made of pig's bones?
It's gelatin stuff, but the joke comes in because we're using a hotel food warmer to
Mhm.
make it. You know, it's the thing when you go to a smorgasbord or a Viking. There's the soup is warm, and that's the same tool I'm using to do our own sizing. Because this, and we bought it at Kapabashi, the restaurant supply place.
Mhm.
You know.
Quanta said convenience store also have great selection of instant ramen. Yes, they do.
I guess so. Funny, I don't eat that stuff. Not through any pretentious reason, but just I don't like noodles so much. You know, it's funny.
It's really good. Just
They are, but
too
for
many
me,
of
you eat them too quickly, and they go in too quickly, and they just sit there in a lump in your stomach, and then I feel sort of like I got this heavy thing.
Mm.
I got a miniature bowling ball sitting in my stomach. And I don't like that feeling. So,
yeah.
and it's a kind of food that forces you to eat fast. And at my stage in life, I'm trying to eat slower and relax. You know, and yet you get a bowl of noodles, and you know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
Boom, it's gone. So,
Every single time when I go ramen shop with my family, I'm
Mm.
the slowest person. So I try to eat faster,
mm,
but then
mm.
like the amount of noodles
Mm.
just increases, and I'm like it never ends.
Do
They
you
won't have to
drink
wait.
all the tsuyu, or you?
It really depends on soup. If it's soy sauce, yes, or salt, yes, but
Mm.
not like tonkotsu. Pig
That's a sort of an
bones.
argument. People ask, Dave, am I supposed to drink all of that stuff? And no, you don't have to. You can leave it
Yeah.
a bit, but if you leave too much of it, the guy looking at it thinks, you don't like this, what's wrong? You know, but no, you don't have to drink it all.
Yeah.
There's so many apparently good ramen places around here, you know.
So many people are talking about water, saying just drink like 25 milliliters an hour and you're fine. Okay. That's a good one.
Well, I'm specifically under, medical advice to drink a lot of water. Keep it
Yeah.
going through your system. Can you copy and paste? Have you done that now and then? Click into the chat.
Ooh. Copy.
Yep, and then just copy it. That's all.
Copy.
Bingo. That's
Is
it. Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it every now and then. We still haven't got a good piece of software just sits and stores the chat.
Yeah.
Also, I hear bells. What's the time? What's the situation here?
6 to half. Wait.
Huh? What?
How
How do you tell time in English?
9:30.
Go on, you take us on.
9:30.
Huh? 9 what?
9:30.
9:30.
9:24.
Okay,
precisely.
okay. Well, I got to be out of here by 9:30, I think. So just give me a couple more minutes.
Rey-chan must participate in a sizing one day. Oh yeah, that I want to see.
Well, it usually happens here at night and late in the evening or early morning, starting at 8 o'clock. You know, so.
Yeah. Ray, do you sleep when you eat noodle? Yes, I do. And
You're fired.
why? Soup gets everywhere. It's so hard. No. Just drink whenever you are thirsty and you're fine. I just don't feel thirsty. Do you?
Well, the thing about the water, there's different rules for people at different ages, you know. And some of us, at the age I am, I've been specifically warned. I must keep liquid flowing through my bladder all the time. You know. And so it's an age thing, and it's, you know.
Yeah. This dead Steve said, when I started working in a print shop, I went whole work days without water or food. Man, did I pay for it? Brain didn't work at all.
Am I still on camera? Am I center? Am I okay? Am I visible? Am I okay?
Yeah.
How's your week been? Take us on, you okay?
What?
How's your week been? Okay?
Ken Hollat said, I've heard several doctors tell me to drink until your UP clear. Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
Well, I think that's sort of common sense. If it's really dark coloured, it's an indication of you're not flushing enough water through, of course. That's sort of common sense. Okay, I think we better get ready to wrap this up. And you can see what I've been doing, gang. I've gone around the outside of this thing. I cut the lines first on the outside. Let me zoom back out. And you can see what tomorrow's stream then is probably going to be here. I've cut around the outside of the thing, and now I'm trying to catch the foam. And I've got to reproduce it as closely as I can, because this is going to be printed twice. This foam has to be on 2 different blocks. Where's the other one? I've lost the other sky block. Here. So these 2 blocks will both be printed, and the foam really has to match up. The light grey sky and then the dark black sky. And this is perhaps going to be the most difficult part of this print for the beginners printing it, because it means registration must be basically perfect. If the registration is off by, say, 0.5 millimeter one way and 0.5 millimeter the other way, they'll have pieces of white foam which won't line up, and there'll be no foam at all, just grey smudges on the sky. You know. So we'll see how it goes. So there we are for today. This is the last block on the microwave print, and what day is today? Thursday? Thursday,
yes.
okay. So tomorrow morning I'll probably be finishing here, which means tomorrow's stream will be a bit of a noisy one, because I've got to finish carving this foam, and then out comes the hammer. I've got to clear all the way around this, and it's a wide area to clear. So it will be a noisy stream next time. Send away the ASMR people. And after that, I can't see what I'll be doing next. There's so many other jobs waiting to come into play. There's a sizing stream coming up for sure soon. I've got to get paper ready for next weekend. Any other comments I should know about before we sign off, Rey-chan? Can I have one more cookie, please?
Yes, please.
Something different. What have we got? Are they all the same?
Have a great mokuyobi. Quarter say, thanks Dave and Rey-chan. Have a great mokuyobi. And
Mokuyobi, hey.
mokuyobi, yeah. See you all tomorrow.
What have I got here? This one. No sugar on this one. What is it?
I think it's almond inside. No?
It smells more like a Western cookie. So, look at this. It's a sort of a flat cookie, and it's got an almond pushed in from both sides. No, it's some kind of nut. It's a peanut. I can't see. Just a minute. Get my glasses on. No, it's a piece of peanut. That's right. It's a piece of peanut baked into the middle of this thing. Hey, cool. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.
you.
See you next time.
How do I turn?
How do you turn it? You don't know how to stop.
That's how I want to.
We're doomed. We have to keep going. Okay, what you do? step one is you turn off
It's
the
an
visual
Apple
camera.
isn't it?
It's one that says iMac camera. This one. It says iMac camera. Turn the,
Oh, this one.
that's off. Okay,
there.
now we're still actually live. There's a hot mic. The mic
Oh,
is
it
still
like
open.
Major audio.
No, what you do next is you go offline. Over on the right hand side, say goodbye to everybody before you click stop streaming.
Okay.
Say goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.